Before we start, make sure to comment on who you want next. Today's episode is Verlisify. As we all know, Verlisify has definitely been in his fair share of controversy. This is where he gets nicknames such as Publicify from. For example, the Austin John Plays, I don't want to say scandal because realistically he was just in the wrong and took his video down, and the Weedle Twin Needle, I guess we'll call them scandals for now. The Weedle Twin Needle one was definitely just a big mess. It was a big ass mess, and honestly, I'm pretty sure I made a whole video about it, but in the end, I don't know what became of that video. But the point still remains, this is without a doubt the biggest issue with this channel. This, as some would call it, witch hunt mentality slash attitude, is really what makes Verlisify what some people call the worst Poketuber in the community. Now, personally, I don't think that. I think they're much worse people. I would definitely say that this is definitely an issue. Now, when it comes to this drama, it's just not good for the community, specifically when he's talking about Poketubers. However, I think if he wants to talk about how Smogon sucks or how Jenning is bad, I think those are just opinions, and I think he is well within his rights to just talk about a kid's game and cheating in a kid's game. That's fine. Now, to give him the benefit of the doubt, he hasn't been causing any drama recently. So, for now, I guess we can say he's reformed, but at the same time, he hasn't uploaded in 3 weeks. Now, talking about the recent state of his channel is something that we definitely need to address. So, when I went on his channel, I found something very weird, and this was a shift from Pokemon to different video games. I noticed Animal Crossing, and that's perfectly acceptable. It makes sense. It's still not a Nintendo, video game with bright colors and whatnot. Seems like Nintendo and Pokemon could have good cross audience. But then I see Call of Duty and I am just bewildered. I don't really understand. Now, I kind of have two assumptions on why he's doing this. It is either A, he is just sick and tired of Pokemon. I definitely know a lot of Poketubers have drifted away from Pokemon because they're just tired of it. Or his channel is dying and he's just trying to breathe some life into it. Now, I am not accusing him of any of those things. I am just saying that is what I am assuming. But like we all know, if assuming, it makes an ass out of you and me. Now, we're going to talk about another thing. This is, in my opinion, even worse than the Poketuber scandals. Well, some of the Poketuber scandals, not all of them. But this is the very, very clickbaitish thumbnails. You all know about it. Some of you have even made memes about it. But these thumbnails follow this iconic format being Fakemon or some weird thing taken out of a Core leak, which is a Japanese magazine. For those of you who don't know, yellow arrow pointing to it, maybe a circle around it, and with red or yellow text saying something confirmed ? Once again, an example that perfectly follows this format would be the it was a thumbnail. It had like some type of Lugia, something very weird. It had like some blue glow around it, and there was a circle around it, and I'm pretty sure it said new Lugia form confirmed with ? That's definitely a classic example. I'm sure there are many more. I also forgot to mention this with the Poketuber scandal videos, but when it comes to this and the clickbait videos, they are 10 minutes, have a bunch of ads, not a bunch, but they definitely have ads, and this just gives people the impression when he makes these videos, he just does it for the money. So yeah, I think that's the main issue that people take up with his videos, that he's just trying to get the bag, and he is just flat out lying to people. In short, from what I've heard, these videos are filled with fluff, and I'm right now talking about the clickbaitish videos with covering leaks. From what I've heard, he just sits on a therapy page and just talks until he reaches 10 minutes. And I have seen some of these videos before, and they are telling the truth. And now we're going to talk about how Verlsify actually could have been a pretty good Poketuber. So he had two very good series, being, I believe one was Fan Friday, where he just covers fan submissions and just commentates upon them, and usually they weren't cookie cutter battles like Weedle Tornado sets. They relied heavily on synergy and cool game mechanics. Some called it a lazy series, but I think overall it was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And another series he did was Pokemon Moveset Guides. Now, these guides, like his thumbnails, have been memed. For example, if you're in the Pokemon community and you have ever heard of Heavy Slam Wailord or Fury Cutter Venusaur, that is where those sets come from. Verlisify is the one who popularized these sets. While people do meme on them, I definitely think that these videos, they're nice. They're a nice alternative to Smogon's sets. And I wish he would have done more of these and just stayed away from the leaks and the drama. I think his channel definitely would have been much better. But now we're going to get to the rating. The rating for this is actually quite simple. Unlike the last Poketuber review with M&J TV. You should go watch that, by the way. Please don't leave a dislike. Alright, so I'm giving Verlisify a 2.3 out of 10. And I feel like I am well justified, given everything I've mentioned before. Now, his two good series, they weren't brilliant or groundbreaking, but they were pretty good. He wasn't the best commentator, but he wasn't the worst. And overall, if we take those two series away, this is a very, very, very bad channel. Once again, this channel is just awful, just bad. And if we put in those two good series, it goes from a very, very bad channel to just a bad channel. So these two series aren't really his saving graces. And also, I forgot to talk about his thumbnails. Besides being clickbait and what someone would even call lies, I would personally like to see more with these thumbnails. But that is just me being personal. If you want to say that's a nitpick, I would say fair play. Besides that, actually, before we wrap up, I would like to say something that I should start doing, and I'm going to start doing because my friends told me to, is I'm going to start giving recommendations. So, let's say you want to come for this Fan Friday type stuff with nice commentary. Go watch Weedle Tornado, very similar, if not better stuff. If you want to see some unique sets, go to FruFruTube's channel. I think you will definitely enjoy that one. And besides that, please watch some more videos. Please consider subscribing, that helps me a lot. Comment who you want next, but above all else, have a good day.